Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello and good morning all of you. Ashma, and in this video we'll be talking about everyday news events. News events we're going to talk about will be from the past day and are going to be covered in a more detailed format for all the examination prospects that you have. So whether you're preparing for banking examination or for other examinations including SSC, these are going to be helpful. And if we go ahead now for what about the practice questions? So alongside with this, we have everyday free live quiz which happens on Entri app for current affairs. You can download app from Google Play Store and the link of that is going to be available on the description section below. You can download from there, the app can be downloaded from there, and then you can attempt this free live quiz along with lots and lots of mocks that are also free of cost available there. Free mocks and free video courses that are available, those can also be obtained. Right? So let's begin the segment with the first news event, fresh SDR issued by IMF. Now, what is SDR first of all? SDR is special drawing right. So G20 finance ministers have recently approved for IMF to provide free fresh special drawing rights. Now, as of now, the permission has been granted for 650 million US dollars by IMF to IMF. Now, when was this SDR created for IMF? It was created in 1969 by IMF for special lending. Now, there are two kinds which can be done. In SDR also, there are two kinds of allocations that can be done, but it is only done to IMF member country. So, there are two positions which are granted. First one is SDR allocation. One is SDR allocation and one is SDR holding. Now, in SDR allocation, what happens in SDR allocation? Interest is paid by the countries, whereas in SDR holdings, they receive the interest on these holdings. For SDR holding, they gain interest, whereas in SDR allocation, they pay interest. Member countries pay interest. Right? Currently, of 650 million US dollars, SDR is issued, and before this, in 2009, SDR was issued by IMF, and that was of 182.6 billion US dollars. Now, this was at the time when a global financial crisis was had hit the market, right? So it was at that time that this SDR was launched. Now, SDR is neither a claim on IMF nor it is a current currency. It is just a potential claim on freely usable currencies. And what currencies are there in this? So it can be valued on basis of 5 currencies: US dollars, Japanese yen, Chinese renminbi, British pound sterling, and euro. These are the 5 currencies on which it can be valued. And alongside this, it is valued every day. Its value is calculated on a daily basis. SDR is valued on everyday basis. Then we have LEABT awards, which were presented by Union Education Minister Shri Ramesh Pokhriyalji, who created this award. It was created by AICTE. Awards were created by AICTE and they were presented recently by the Union Education. Now, here the main theme of this award was women empowerment, whereas there were 6 sub-themes which were also there. 6 sub-themes of women's health, self-defense, sanitation and hygiene, literacy, women entrepreneurship and legal awareness. Before we go to the award winners, after whom has this been named? What is the significance of this name? This name is after a book which was written by Bhaskara II. So Bhaskara II, who is a very renowned mathematician, he had written a book and named it after his daughter LEABT, after whom this award has been instituted. And it is instituted as a part of AICTE Innovation Education Program. Now, what does AICTE stand for? That is All India Council for Technical Education. Now, what are the awards that are given? SWEAT from Sona College of Technology, Tamil Nadu, won in the category of Women Entrepreneurship. Paritrana from St. Joseph College of Engineering won for Self-Defense sub-theme. Bharti Vidyapeeth won for Literacy sub-theme. And WIT Women Health Coalition won for Women Health sub-theme, and Radiant Sita won for Legal Awareness sub-theme. Talking about BAFTA awards, first of all, before beginning on the awards that were given, first we'll be having a look at what does BAFTA stand for. So BAFTA stands for British Academy Film and Television Awards, and in this, for Nomadland, there were 4 awards which were given: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Cinematography. Now, Nomadland was also winner of Guild Awards, and now it has won BAFTA Awards also. Best Picture in Cinematography to Nomadland. Best Director was to Chloe Zhao, and Chloe Zhao is director of Nomadland. Then Best Actress was Frances McDormand, and she was the Best Actress and was involved again in Nomadland. Best Actor was Anthony Hopkins. Then we have a Best British Film. We talk about the Best British Film, that was Promising Young Woman. Promising Young Woman was the best British film, right? And this was of Emerald Fennell, and it received the Best British Film at BAFTA Awards. Then there was a nomination, Indian nomination was also there, that was Indian Netflix film, The White Tiger. It was nominated in Best Actor also and Best Adapted Screenplay also, although it did not win it. Right now, what are the other awards such like such high priced awards? So, biggest film awards in the world. Some of the other biggest film awards are Golden Lion, which is given in Venice Film Festival, Golden Leopard, which is given in Locarno International Film Festival, and Golden Bear, which is given in Berlin International Film Festival. Then we have Tika Utsav, which is a mass vaccination program which has been started by India. Now, this is going to be running from 11th to 14th of April. So, what are the significance of these dates? 11th of April is birth anniversary of Jyotiba Phule. 14th of April is birth anniversary of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Right? These two are the award. These are the significance of these two dates, 11th and 14th. Then there is a portal which is created by India for the purpose that vaccine registration can be done by common people. So COVID portal and Arogya Setu app. Over here, the registration can be done. COVID portal is a more important one, which has been created specifically for the part of registration for vaccination. Then we have RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which is the biggest free trade agreement or world's largest free trade agreement that can happen, but it is not yet into force. We talk about this. First of all, why it is in news is because Singapore recently ratified RCEP agreement. Right, it has been signed by 15 countries in total, and out of what is the distribution? There are 10 Asian countries which are involved in this, and 5 other countries are there which are involved in this. So 10 Asian countries, and what are the 5 other countries? They being Australia, China, South Korea, Japan, and New Zealand. These are the 5 other countries. India was also approached for it, but India had refused to sign it in 2019 itself. Now, if all these countries have signed, how does it come to force? How does RCEP agreement come to force? When majority in both these groups are present, that is, majority of Asian countries ratify, majority of other countries ratify. Majority of Asian being that at least 6 countries should ratify, whereas majority in other countries signifies that at least 3 countries from non-Asian should also ratify. Only then it is going to come to force. Right now, once it is complete, how much of world's economy is going to be covered in this? About 30% of world's economy will be covered under this free trade agreement RCE. Right? And who led this? Who was the leader of RCEP agreement? This agreement was brought into picture by China, or China is the leader of this agreement. Then going ahead with a few one-liners, Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju inaugurated Khelo India State Center of Excellence for rowing discipline in Srinagar, and Srinagar also has another state center of excellence which is for fencing. So for fencing we already have, and for rowing now it is there. And in total, if we talk about India as a whole, how many state Khelo India state center of excellence are there in India? There are 24 Khelo India state center of excellence, out of which how many in which states and union territories it is there? In 23 states and union territories it is present. So Jammu and Kashmir having two of them. Right now, the other one which is for fencing, what is the name of that? That is named as Maulana Azad Stadium of Fencing, which is again in Jammu and Kashmir. Right, and all of these Khelo India centers are focusing on Olympic Games. Then April 11th is observed as World Parkinson Day, which is observed on birth anniversary of Dr. James Parkinson. Now, Dr. James Parkinson is that person who was the first one to systematically describe 6 individuals with symptoms of Parkinson disease. He is the one who actually identified this disease. Also, there's a Parkinson Awareness Month which is observed in April. April is Parkinson Awareness Month, whereas 11th of April is World Parkinson Day. Then we have National Safe Motherhood Day, which is on 11th of April, and India is the only country in the world which celebrates Safe Motherhood Day. And it is marked on birth anniversary of Kasturba Gandhi. An Asian Development Bank has approved a loan for road maintenance of Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor, which is in Tamil Nadu. Now, how much loan has been approved? 484 million US dollars loan has been approved, and this corridor is India's East Coast Economic Corridor, which stretches from West Bengal to Tamil Nadu. Right. So for this, all the renovation purpose and maintenance purpose, ADB has approved 484 million US dollars loan, and therefore about 590 kilometers of state highways are going to be upgraded under this or this using this loan. Now, who is the current president of ADB? That can be asked. So Masatsugu Asakawa is the current president of Asian Development Bank. With this, we will wind up the segment. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful interacting with all of you, and I hope this session has been helpful. Don't forget to download Entri app from Google Play Store for all the free live quizzes that are there to help you boost your score as well. See you until then. Goodbye. Take care and have a wonderful day ahead.